starting a YouTube channel. I might regret this. Could be fun though. It's May 2025. I've been thinking about doing this for about 5 years. And I've just decided today, it is the day. I'm doing it. I'm not going to be good at this. This is where I'm going to have trouble. I don't know what I'm doing with cameras. All right, I've bought myself a microphone, little DJI action camera. It's probably the entirely wrong equipment for this. I've got a super old drone. That'll do. So, I like watching homesteading videos. It's my thing. I love seeing people cooking on their properties from food that they've grown, harvesting food, staying away from chemical lifestyles. And I'm keen to sort of live a more minimalistic life. Talking in front of the camera is not natural to me, so this is going to be a journey, something you have to get used to. I live down in South Australia, bottom of South Australia, Fleurieu Peninsula. Married, no kids, 42. I'm going to do this video series backwards. I see lots of videos where people allude to who they are, where they are, what they do, all that kind of stuff, but they don't say it. I want to be open and transparent, so this is who I am, this is where I am. I'll answer pretty much every question if people want to ask. I'm starting these videos kind of for myself. I love hobbies, I love doing things, I love making things. And I'm a huge fan of cinema, video. I love going to film festivals. I love watching movies, not necessarily for the content, but I love seeing how they were made, how it was done. I love getting into a movie, don't get me wrong, but I just love every part of making. So I'm going to make some videos about life on the farm, how I go about my life, what I do, and how I'm going to transform from, I guess, falling in for the keeping up with the Joneses kind of lifestyle, and how I'm going to bring it back to being simplistic, enjoying stuff that doesn't cost money. I don't want to have to go out for entertainment. I want to stay home. I want to work with my hands on the property. I want to make things, and I want to have a social life that's based around a making community, a homesteading community. I've just watched back what I recorded, and I can see it's not going to be the best footage on this little action camera. I'll see once I put it on the computer later. It's going to evolve as we go. It might take 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 videos, I don't know. But my plan is to keep working on it, keep evolving, keep the videos getting better and better each time. So bear with me with this. I'm going to start small, work my way in. I went down the rabbit hole of going on YouTube and looking at how to make videos. And it seems that there's a lot of go big, make your intros amazing. Got to use 7 cameras, drones for every shot. You gotta have color correction, audio, gotta have everything done so perfectly. It got daunting, it scared me off. For many years it scared me off actually. But now I'm just thinking, just have a crack, just start. Hardly anybody's gonna watch these first videos. Who knows if anyone will ever join in later on, it doesn't matter. This is for fun, it's not a way that I plan on ever making money or anything like that. It's just for fun. It's a hobby, but I also really wanna document this next chapter of life. I'm 42. I'm not really doing the midlife crisis thing. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm not chasing sports cars and materialistic stuff. I'm going the opposite. I want to mill my own timber, build my own everything. I want to buy less. I want to get rid of stuff. I want to have less, but I think in a lot of ways that's going to be a lot more. The other day, for part of a festival that's on in our area, there was a spoon carving workshop. My wife and I went out and we carved spoons, and we just sat for about 4 hours near a waterfall with a bunch of other people, and we all just learnt how to carve spoons. I had more fun doing that than I have going to $300 a seat restaurants. Like, I've done some silly expensive stuff in my life, which is great. I've enjoyed it all, but I found carving a spoon way more fulfilling. That's the direction I want to go in. So yeah, I'm just going to tell my story, I suppose, but I'm going to do it in a way which I think is going to be fun. So I've come up with an idea that's going to showcase what I do, partially for a living, partially for a hobby. And I'm going to create it into a video series, sort of. It's going to be a vlog. It's going to be a series. There's going to be continuity throughout, episode to episode, to an extent. My plan is to have dinner. I want to have dinner because I love food. I'm a foodie. But I want to cook dinner with nearly everything. Again, not extremism. Nearly everything grown, caught, swap goods with somebody else to get ingredients, things like that. I want to keep money out of it as much as possible. But I want to have dinner on a table, so I'm going to need to build a table. I want to have dinner cooked over fire, so I'm going to have to build something to cook it on, a barbecue. I'm going to need a frying pan, so I'm going to make the frying pan. I'm going to need cutlery, so I'm going to make the cutlery. I think you can see where I'm going with this. So this series is going to sort of showcase what I do. Having fun, failing. I fail a lot. I've got lots of scars on my body from failing, and I'm sure we'll get some on video at some point, unfortunately. I'm kind of renowned for having accidents. It's going to be entertaining from that aspect, I think. You're going to see me getting upset a bit when it fails, because I do have a little tanty every now and then. But generally I laugh it off and just start again. So come along for this journey. Come along, have dinner in the paddock. Hoping to do it this winter, because I love winter. I love fire. I love nighttime. I love all of that sort of aspect of it. Oh, these flies are fun. But I'm going to showcase the farm. I'm going to showcase a journey of building a glass house so I can grow food, building a chook house so we can get eggs and deal with our food scraps that way, dealing with irrigation systems in the farm, tractors, all that kind of stuff. Now, I will add, I've got a few toys from back in the day when I used to chase materialistic objects, but nothing I have is super fancy. My tractor is probably about as old as I am. I have no idea how old it is. The hour meter broke 20 years ago, so I have no idea how many hours on it. It's not high end. Most of my tools aren't that high end. I've got my car, you can see behind, it's got this fancy canopy on it. But the car, it's not new, and I have no plans on updating it. The camper system in the back, most of it's secondhand. I love getting secondhand bargains. I hate buying new stuff. I'm going to do everything that's realistic. It's not, hey, let's just go and spend $1 million and buy our way into having fun. It's going to be making it. It's going to be making do with what we've got. And if we don't have something, let's see how we can get things in a creative way. Let's just have a bit of fun. So it's going to be mostly footage of me doing, creating, making, enjoying, failing, succeeding, that kind of stuff. I want to showcase life on the farm, but in a realistic way. So I also have a part-time job. I work at a school as a groundskeeper. I love my job and I plan on staying there as long as I can. I really enjoy being around the kids. I've got 3 nieces at the school that I work at, so it's really fun being able to hang out with my family. And again, I basically work for the government to make things, fix things. It's a pretty good job, to be honest. And then I also want to get into the side of farming. I used to be a commercial farmer, a market gardener. You probably see my shirt. This isn't product placement. I just have about 20 of these shirts and I wear them constantly. It says celery patch knives. So I was a celery farmer and I've turned to being a knife maker now. And I'll showcase how I do that. I'll go through the process. I'll share everything of how I do it. I love sharing knowledge. I'm not one of those people that learns something and then keeps it secret. Like if I can share something, I will. So come along for this journey. I reckon it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be a bit cringy at times because I'm learning what I'm doing. But I think it's going to be fun. So I'll finish my cuppa. I'll have a look back at this footage and I'll probably cringe at it. Because again, talking in front of a camera is not natural to me. And I've probably got all my audio settings wrong. I'm probably recording in the wrong format. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm looking forward to this. I'm actually really quite excited about it. So this will be my first video. And I'm hoping to, I don't know, I'm not going to set myself schedules of videos will come out every Monday or anything like that because life happens. So I'm going to be realistic and just try my best. So I'll add a little bit of old footage, probably from my phone. It'll be different formats, probably won't fit, and people will probably say, yeah, that's all wrong, but I'll give it a crack. I'll just add in a little bit of what I do in the background in regards to blacksmithing, knife making, metal engineering, timber milling, earthworks, farming, a bit of whatever I can find on my phone. I'll chuck that in as a bit of a preview, and it will give you a bit of an idea of what's to come. Cheers.